So welcome back to today's video, folks. So today I'm going to turn some of this wood, as you can see here, and one of these whiskey barrels into two of these. All shelves in the back. Yeah, well, that's my plan today. I'll do a few short videos as I'm going through, and I'll show you the process how to build a whiskey barrel bar. So first of all, what we're going to do is get some of these big joists, cut them down and make the tops first. So I've already pre-cut some wood, save a little time on the video. We're going to make a 5-foot bar. So we just get this on and we'll start gluing them together and show you how to make a top. So yeah, we've got them on the side now, folks. So we're just going to bang the wood glue on. Don't be shy with the wood glue, get loads on. I'll just bang this glue on. Plenty of wood glue. I'll put some more on in a sec. And then I'm going to get these clamps. Get the clamps ready. And yeah, we're going to clamp ourselves together. And then I'll show you how to cut the wood, start making the base. So we just spread all the glue in now. Make sure we've got plenty on. A bit more on in there in places. Yeah, we use a lot of Gorilla Glue, PVA glue, whatever we can find, to be fair. Yeah, should be plenty of glue on them. So let's get them in place now and get them clamped up. Yeah, so we've got our first two clamps in place now. We're just going to run bit of extra glue down the middles. Just make sure it seeps into all these gaps. Yeah, once I've done that, get an extra clamp on, we move on to the bases. And as I said, I am making 2 bars. So I've made 2 tops ready to go. And we'll be ready for tomorrow, all dried, glued. Yeah, so yeah, let's crack on with the bases. So let me get a rundown on the sizes before we start making the bases. So we've gone with 8x2 and we've gone with 60-inch long, 5 foot, and we put 3 flanks together. Now because we want to overhang, like on this, on each side of the bar, we're going to go with 6x1, and we're going to cut that at 54 inches. You're going to need 3 planks for each bar, and yeah, so we're going to cut that now and start making the base together. So 54 inch for these, that leaves you 3 inch either side, folks. Yeah, so we've laid our base out now, so we're going to have a right return, a left return. So yeah, 2 bars. Now let's cut the supporting wood for the base, then we get on with the framework. Yep. So we've cut all our wood now. Obviously we've got to flip this over, screw it all together. Well, I've just got to repeat it for the opposite side there, but yeah. So yeah, that's how to make your base. It's not going to be big wood, just slightly raising off the floor. You can use any reclaimed wood to do this, and remember, this is a 5 foot. So you can do this up to 8, 10, 12, 16 foot. Wherever you cut your top at, try and leave at least 6-7 inches shorter for the inside, so you've got a little overhang on the ends. So let's crack on. So yeah, we've repeated that process on the second bar, but this time we've gone with treated wood, because this one's going outside and this one's going indoors. So we need it treated on the bottom of that one. So remember, if you am going to put it outside, make sure you build your base with treated wood, folks. And so with the bases now, basically all we do, flip these over upside down, screw it all down. So we'll start on that in a minute. But what I am doing at the minute is all the whiskey barrels are roughly 35 centimetre wide. I know, because I've done this several times, I need a minimum of 10 uprights to build every bar, and I know I need 17 pieces of panel to build every bar. And so we've cut all them at 35 inches, folks. So 35 inches, I'm just going to get the rest done because we are building 2 bars. So I'm just getting a little bit in front, and then I'll start throwing them together for you. And you see how quick and simple to build a whiskey barrel themed bar. And yeah, so the panelling we're using, just normal tongue and groove, look. So you can see, 5 inch. You can use whatever thickness you want, to be fair. And then we just use some treated 2x2 for the framework. So yeah, that's basically all you need. And then yeah, for the shelving inside, we're using 6x1 treated again. So yeah, these bars can be left outside, indoors, to be fair, and should last pretty much forever. I do always say seal them after. We do give some outdoor varnish. So yeah, I'll crack on, folks. So yeah, we flip the first base over. As you can see, look, just put that wood underneath, just lined it all up. So it's the same as that, we're upside down. Just going to screw this down now and move on to the next one. So we've got the second base all screwed down now. We're just going to give them a little sand off and show you how to round the corners off. So what we've done to round the corners off here, folks, is we've used a bucky. Basically we've just put it up to the end here, drawn an half circle round it, and yeah, that's how we get this little half circle here. And then yeah, just cut it out with the jigsaw, and then just give it a little sand round after to get that nice bend. So I'm just going to cut this next one out now, give them a little sand off, and crack on. We start making the frame. Well, we're going to cut the barrel down as well. We need to cut the barrel as well, and then we can start getting our measurements then for the front framework and the side framework. So we finished with the bases. We rounded off the edges. We used the jigsaw with an extra long blade to get round them curves. Now what we're going to do is get the barrel ready. So what we use a sanding disc to just go around all these, get some a little bits of the rust off. Then we'll put a fresh one on, and then we'll start sanding the wood back. It's a bit dirty this, you'll want to wear a mask. I've got dust all in my face, and you definitely need a distractor. Mine ain't pulling it out as quick as I'd like, but yeah, it's a very messy job, but you'll see the result in a couple of minutes, and I'll get cracking onto this barrel. So started sanding down the barrel. So as you can see the difference, and that's using one of these on the angle grinder, and it does make a difference, to be fair, and it's the fastest way to get all that off. So yeah, very messy, got a bit of a cloud look, but I'm getting through it. Usually takes about, well, I've done quite a few now, 30 minutes, done. Well, I think I went a little bit over the top with this one. I took a lot of rubbish off this one, a lot of dirt. To be fair, that's one of the cleanest barrels I've done for a long time. To be fair, that's took me an hour and 15 minutes. To get it looking like that, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. But I've gone for a more cleaner look. I'm just going to set that band a bit right. I'm going to get some tech screws on it now, and I'll show you how to split it into 4. So bang the tech screws in. So what I've done, I've measured the top of the barrel all the way around. I've halved the measurement, marked it to the closest slat. So don't forget to do that. And then, so once I've got the half, I've halved it again to the closest slat. And then we're going to get this little thin cutting disc here, and we're going to slice them down there with the angle grinder. And then that should give me the barrel in 4 pretty equal shares. And then I'll show you the next process of making a whiskey barrel bar. So yeah, just show you, that's the first one's cut. Just going to cut the rest now and pop it open. So there you go. 2 corners for each barrel. They've come out quite nice, to be fair, folks. And if you can get that smell, pure bourbon whiskey. We've got the lids still, we can upcycle them, bang a bit of glue in them, clamp them up, get them all glued up, make some signs or something out of them, or some clocks, anything we want, to be fair, tabletops. Yeah, we've got our bases all screwed down, ready. So yeah, we're gonna put the barrels in place now and start on the framework. So yeah, once you're happy with where you want your barrels, so try and get them on the front where you want them. So this is how it's going to take shape. So what you got to do then, obviously, because these are our uprights, and the easiest way to get that gap is to lie these flat, measure between here and there, cut 2 cross pieces, make a frame, and that's that first bit done. Repeat the process for this one. Same again, measure between them 2, cut the frame. And then once you've got the front bit in, everything else you can measure off down the sides here, measure off that little bit there, then make the little L shape there. Same as on this one, we'll just make a little frame for there, little frame for there, and a little L there. Not 2 sides are the same, so measure every side separate. And yeah, it should start to look like a bar very soon. Yeah, so when you make your 2x2 frame, just do it like this. And then we'll put cladding down the front. We'll do that before we fit it in. So now we're just going to make the small one from the side there, and then we're going to make the one for the other side. Yeah, that's all we're using is that 2x2. We pre-cut the cladding yesterday, so yeah, this one's going to be together in a couple of minutes. So we finished the framework on bar number 1. So we're going with a small piece on the end here. Big piece there, small piece there, because obviously we want to keep this bar in 2 separate pieces for each transportation. And then we're going with 2 separate frames here, which we're going to clad them all up now. Then we're going to put some noggins in here, along the front, after we've cladded it and fitted it in to support the shelves, the same as on here. And then we're going to take the tops from over there, put the tops on. Before you know it, you can have a whiskey barrel bar. Yeah, so we finished all the panelling on this side, all the framework for the panelling. So I've just mirrored everything on both bars, and we should have one looking like that very soon. So that's the look we're looking for on the front. Yeah, keep following. Let's get on it. Yeah, so there's our first panel covered with tongue and groove. So as I said, we're just using these tongue and groove slats, and we're just going to cover every one of these now with tongue and groove and put it all together and screw it in place. Right folks, so we've put our panels all on now. That's our front panel, that's going to be our side piece, and then this L shape here. Remember, when you put this L shape together here, you're going to have to overlap this end panel. So when you put the 2 together, put a couple of screws in, hold it together, yeah, and pull it in with the tacks. So that piece is going to be totally separate, as you can see. So look, that's our L shape. We'll keep that totally separate. So what we're going to do now, we're going to screw these parts down, this side, put the barrel in, and then set it to the middle. So we've got all the paneling done on this one. So I'm going to show you how to put it together in a sec. And so this is it before we put it together. So you can see 2 parts of that piece. And we put a joiner in there. And what we've got to do as well, so as we put on here, so we've got something for the barrel to sit up against when it slides in. So we're just using lath. What you're going to do, you're going to put it on the frame and you're going to screw it there so you can see as the barrel goes in, it's got something to sit up against. So yeah, and then obviously we're going to put one on here, so when the barrel goes in, you can't see through as well. And yeah, so I'll crack on with the panelling on this one, and then I'll show you how to screw them together. Nice and easy, to be fair. You only need basic tools, so you need a drill, tech gun, basically a DeWalt kit. Jigsaw comes in handy, circular saw. We use a 110 and an angle grinder, and a chop saw. That's pretty much it we use, folks. Yeah, and you'll see how this goes together in a sec. We're gonna have ourselves a nice rustic looking bar. So as we start putting the bar together, screw this piece down first. This end one, get it level, and then you'll see here, and put the barrel in nice and tight. Screw the barrel, screw at the top, screw at the bottom. So the barrel's in there now, and then we'll start with this piece. Put this in here so you can see, and this part will tuck behind here. I'll just quickly show you. So we're going to put that on the inside, bring it in, just level that up at the front, we will, and then we'll get this side in. We need to screw that piece down here now, and it will all take shape. So as you can see, as we start putting it together now, I'll use a clamp here, just to start getting that shape. So you can see it's starting to take shape now on the inside. So obviously the L then will go up to that. So yeah, that's how basically it goes together. We'll put a screw through here, pull this in a little bit, screw through there, and then repeat the process on this one. So as I'm finishing off, as I'm finishing off the panelling on this one, I've just left this bit out just to show you. So yeah, you see why we put that lath in now? So that will fit in there. So we screw this side in nice and tight first, and then we'll pull that side in using the curvature of the barrel, and we should have a nice tight fit. So this gives you that nice barrel coming around the corner shape. Yeah, and that's how we're making a whiskey barrel bar, folks. Right, that's both bars cladded. So as you can see, we've got our L shape, we've got a right hand, and we've got a left hand. So what we're going to do now, get our tops from over here, slide them over, and then cut the fronts round. I'll show you how to do that now. Let's get the tops on first, and we'll go from there. So yeah, the bar tops are on. We've put them in place, not screwed down yet. So just to show you the bar tops, just to show you the back now. See when we're going to put our shelves in. And right height to serve. Yeah, now they're starting to look like 2 bars. Yeah, so basically this bit's still going to be separate. We just put a clamp there to be fair, just to hold it together. So what we're going to do now, it's quite simple. Basically we're just going to put this lid or something similar on the edges, get ourselves a bit of a corner, same here, round them off with a jigsaw, same on this one and on that corner. So I'm just going to cut them out now, and then I'm just going to show you what we're going to do next. So the tops are on, starting to look good. We've rounded them off, both matching. And now, I'm just going to show you on this one. And what we're going to do, you see this lath? I'm going to trim it up, like this one. So we put all the lath round, give it like that framework look. So what I suggest, if you want to burn it, burn the lath first. Burn all around the bottom if you want to do that the same as that. And then put the lath on after. You can burn it all on, it's totally up to you, but we found it easier to just do that off. So yeah, lath time. I'm going to sand the tops down now. All we're going to use, to be fair, is them rustic bars. You can sit there for like 3-4 hours with a sander if you want. Basically, we're going to use the grinder with a flat disc on it. And it just use it to get the shape on the bends, get the wood back down to natural look. And it just takes a lot more off the bar. So yeah, see the difference straight away? So yeah, I'm just going to do that, bang my mask on, bang the extraction on, flow through this, and then we'll laugh it up folks and get the shelves in. So it's both tops sanded down now, nice and smooth, without taking too much off. So yeah, we're on to the laughing up now. Got a nice little overhang each side. Yeah, looking cool. Just if anybody thinks my stuff ain't level, not bad. Yeah, so all the laughs on now. So we've done this side. Put a square on the front. That side, squared the front off, some on the edge. Yeah, makes them look loads better now, look, all framed up. Now we're on to the shelves, and for the shelves we're going to be using some 6B1. So we're just going to cut the shelves out now, and all we're going to do is put some noggins in, fit the shelves on them. But yeah, I'll show you some pictures after I cut the wood. And yeah, onto the shelving now, last hurdle, nearly done. So today, it's final finish. So we're going to put the shelves in. So to do this, I've just put some noggins round, look, all at the same height. And to get the same height, we used a piece of wood. We cut one piece of wood at the height we wanted our shelves. So we put the piece of wood in, put all the pieces on top, screw them in. That way, you ain't got to measure nothing, and everything is going to fit the same. So we'll pre-cut the shelves ready. Obviously the one for the front, you have to round it off a little bit so it goes with the curvature of the barrel. They have a pretty nice tight fit, to be fair. I've cut one down for the middle. And we got one for the end, and then we cut. What you want to do is you want to put a piece like that, just a small piece of offcut, just for when you put these two shelves in here, they've got something to rest against. That's what we've done with that one. Put that to go in there, and then obviously this one will go there once that piece of wood's there for it to rest on. So I'm just going to bang a couple of screws in this one. So this one's going to be complete with all the shelves in there, look. And this one done earlier. So yeah, this one's all shelved out. There's the piece on top to go in. So yeah folks, that's how you make a whiskey barrel bar. They look quite good. So you can make these in various sizes. So just go as long as you want with your base, say 7 foot, 8 foot, 9 foot. Start at the end first, get your barrel in, then you'll work out how big your front panel is. But always come with your base 6 inches shorter than your top, and that way you'll have a nice 3-4 inch overhang, however you want to do it. So yeah, that's how to make a whiskey barrel bar. Can burn it, make it all rustic like this one. It does apply to making a straight bar as well. You just don't put the barrels in, and basically just come straight across with one panel, 2 side panels, put your shelves in the same with the noggins, and you can make one of them. We also, I'll move my jacket again, make matching wall bars. So you put all your bottles on and your optics and all that kind of stuff. So if this is the kind of stuff you do like, don't forget, click the like and subscribe, drop me a comment, and I'll make a few more different ones. Thanks for watching folks.